Lush are in the news today because they just called out the UK government and the Israeli government. Let me explain. Everybody knows Lush and everybody knows what Lush smells like. Smell that shop from a mile away. They're a really popular cosmetic retailer in the UK, but on the 3rd of September, which was yesterday, they closed down all their stores, all their factories and their website, and the reason why was a very clear message. Solidarity with Gaza. This is obviously a very bold gesture. It's a story of activism, business sacrifice, and a call for more global awareness about what's happening in Palestine right now. So Lush announced yesterday that it would be shutting down all its UK operations. That includes over 100 shops, factories, and its entire online presence. This was all in solidarity with the people facing starvation in Gaza right now. You've probably seen these images circulating all over the news and on social media as well, and they are very difficult to look at, but that is the reality for the people in Gaza right now. So because of this, in all of Lush's UK stores, in the windows of those stores, there was posters displayed all saying, "Stop starving Gaza, we're closed in solidarity." That was also posted on their website, and obviously a business shutting down all of its operations for 24 hours is going to take a massive financial hit, and it's estimated that this financial hit for Lush for doing this stunt would be around £300,000 in lost sales, and then that's on top of other expenses and obviously staff wages as well, because they still have to pay those staff. But what actually sparked this dramatic action? Well, in their statement that was posted on their website, they did say, "Across the Lush business, we share the anguish that millions of people feel seeing the images of starving people in Gaza, Palestine. Like the rest of the world, we struggle to find ways we can help whilst the Israeli government is preventing urgent humanitarian assistance from entering Gaza. One thing Lush can currently send into Gaza is our love and a strong message that we stand in solidarity." Now, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, he has repeatedly denied that starvation is even happening in Gaza right now, and where there is hunger, he said that that's the fault of the aid agencies and also Hamas. He said at a conference that Israel had enabled the amount of aid required by international law to come in, and claimed Hamas steals this humanitarian aid and then accuses Israel of not supplying it. So he is just flat out refusing to be blamed for this right now. But just like customers looking through the Lush store windows yesterday at the Super Fairy bath bombs, Lush weren't buying it. Obviously, this closure does mean that it will affect Lush financially, but that's not the point. Lush has also said that this will then send a message to the UK government, because them shutting for a day is the UK government losing tax contributions from Lush and their customers. So this isn't just a showing of solidarity, but it's also a bit of a nudge to the UK government and a bit of a kick up the arse, really. Obviously, the protest by Lush has had a lot of praise. A lot of people are praising them for showing their humility, and this isn't something that's new for Lush. Lush have actually done this for several different things over the years. I'm pretty sure they even did something like this last year when they released a watermelon product, and then all the money that was raised from that product went to people in Gaza. So they're pretty well-known activists at this point, but where there was a lot of praise, there's also been some criticism. Basically, there's a shopping centre in Portsmouth called Cascades, and they didn't take too kindly to Lush's behaviour, because management at that shopping centre actually covered up the posters in the shop windows. The posters that were obviously saying to stop starving Gaza, they just put up some like random posters, like something to do with the shopping centre itself. And their argument is that they did this because they wanted to remain neutral and to prevent any potential enticement of any protests or even obviously damage to the property itself. Because if people don't agree with it, then stuff can get smashed up, and they clearly didn't want that. And that's exactly what Amy Grice, who's the deputy centre manager at Cascades, has said in a statement. But overall, what does this actually mean? Well, for customers, it's a reminder that these businesses aren't just businesses. These brands can be so much more than just a shop, and they can use their image for things like this that they believe in. But it also makes you question whether or not shutting a cosmetics brand actually helps vulnerable people, or if it's just a piece of symbolism, or if it's both. But let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.